Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In last lecture, I have shown you how to design this fees and how to code the backend coding. Okay, so here you can see this. Now when I enter the valid registration number, all the details pop up. And here you can see this in the last lecture I have shown you I have submitted the fees for registration ID 10 and now I'm trying to submit again. Then it shows fees already submit. And when I click on OK, the all text become empty. So I have done all this into the previous video. So please watch my previous video and after that you can continue with this. Okay. So in today's lecture, I'm going to show you how to code for the search student. Okay. So let me show you what is I'm going to show you today. So this is actually the complete project, and here we start with this. Okay. So in today's lecture, I'm going to show you how to code for this. Let me just it's taking a little bit time, so that's not an issue. Sometimes it happens. Here you can see this. When this form loads, it already filled with all the data which we have in the database. And when I enter some particular ID and when I search for it, it only shows that ID. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So let's just start with this. Let me just close this and stop and move to the other project where we are working. So first thing what we need is one form. So just go to Solution Explorer, just right click on that and click on add. In this you need to select this Windows form. Just click on this. And after that, just change the name as per your requirement. I'm just writing search student, and after that, hit add. Then you add a new form will on your screen. So I don't know what the size give, which size I want. So let me just copy the size from this one. This is a complete project, so that it looks similar. Just copy this and just go to properties, and here you can see the size. By default it's 300 paste it. You can manually write 670 comma 534 and when you hit enter the size will increase. Okay. After that, in this you can see we have one image and labels, registration ID, it's also a label, text box, this is a button, and this is data grid view. Okay, so first thing we are going to add one picture box so that we can add the images into that. So in the toolbox search for picture box, drag and drop it here. Okay, here we have now the picture box and just increase its size like this. Okay, after that just click on this small triangle. After that choose images. It will, when you click on import, it will open your local files directories. And this you have to just move where you have placed your icons. These all icons which I'm using is already in the link. The link of these icons already given into the previous videos. You can just check out, or I will add the link into this video description also. So that's not to worry about that. So let me find the image which I have used. So this image I have used. Just open this and hit OK. You can see this. The image is not in proper format or proper size. Just click on this stretch image. Here you can see this. Now, as you increase or decrease the size, it will resize according to that. Okay. After that, we need labels. So just drag and drop the labels. I need two labels. Just copy and paste one more. Just change this name to actually search student. Hit enter. I need to increase the font of this text box. Sorry, increase the size of this label. So just go to font and click on this three dots, and here I will write Calibri. Okay, sorry. So you have to not hit enter. You have to just click on bold and 14. Here you can see this. That's quite large, and change the color as per your requirement. Foreground. Let me select something blue. Okay, or you can select something like this. So just let me increase the font a little bit more. 80. Okay, so now it's looking nice. The same way, change for the label 2. Just change it to registration ID. query, and when you hit enter, okay. After that, just increase the font as well. Okay, here we have, and now we need one text box in which user can enter the registration ID. So just drag and drop it and make it large. Change the properties and increase its size to like this. Here you can see this. Now it's looking nice. After that, I need one button. Search for button. Just drag and drop it here and change its name to search. Here you can see this in text. After that, you have to just go to this design name and change this design name to BTN search so that you can uniquely identify. After that, in this we can see this here that we have a data grid view. Here you can see this. We have a data grid view. Here you can see this. So let me add one data grid view here. Just go to toolbox and search for data grid view to show the data here. Okay, so here we have now. I'm not going to change the name of this data grid view. Okay, so now we have the form ready. And after that, what we want is when I start this, okay, it's taking time. When I start this and when I click on this, I want that pop-up. So you already know I've shown you how to do this in previous video. So I'm going to repeat that once again. So let me just open the dashboard. Here we have, when I click on this search for student, just double click on this. Here we have the click event, and here we need to create object of that. So search student ss equals new search student, and we have to just write ss dot show. Now when we click on that button, this form will be popped up, but what I want is this form needs to be into the center. So just go to start position into this form, just go to properties, and here you can find the start position and click on this center screen and just ctrl and save. When I click on this, okay, and now when I click on the search student, here you can see this. Now we have this. Okay, so what I want is when this form loads, the data needs to be filled here. So for that, we need to generate a load event, form load event. So to generate a form load event, you have to just double click on this form. So I'm just double clicking on this. Here you can see this. Search student, the name of this form. Here you can see this, and its load event is generated. Here we have to create a SQL database connection. So previously I have shown you, but again I'm going to show you for the new students who have joined. So SQL connection. Here you can see this, it's not showing because we have not used library. So how to do that? Just click, and here you can see this using the student data .sql client. When you click on this, here you can see this, it's added by default. So you can actually manually write this, or you can just do it in the way I have done. Okay, so after that, let me create a connection form equals new SQL connection, and after this you have to pass the connection dot connection to connection string. Here you can see this, and equals data source equals, okay. So here you have to write few stuff. Let me just open my database. We have to copy something from the database. So till now, when it's the database is opening, I'm going to write the further code. Okay, so after that you have to write this SQL command and cmd equals new SQL command. So my database is actually taking time, so I'm writing the further code. So after this SQL command, we have to pass SQL connection to command. Okay, so connection is equals the connection object that is gone. You can see this. Okay, why it's taking too long? I don't know. Okay, let me manually write this, and after that I will show you what actually it is. Yes. Okay. So now it's open. Here you can see this. You have to just copy this expression. Just copy this and, just move back, and you have to paste it here. And after pasting, you have to add one more slash. This why I am adding this. I have shown you in the previous video. Just watch my previous video, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please subscribe. Okay. So after this, you have to write the database name, that is database equals my database name is college, as I have shown you. And after that, you have to write integrated security equals true. So make sure your T should be in capital. And after that, you have to actually written it's showing error because we have missed one code. So here we see this, now it's showing perfect. And after that, we have to create a command text cmd equals command text. And actually here what we need is, we want that the data of the student and the fees which they have submitted needs to be shown here. But in our database, we have two tables, for actually one for fees and as well as another for new admission details. So how I'm going to do that? I'm going to use a join operation. Okay. So let me just show you how we are going to do that. Let me just copy. I have already written the code here, so let me just copy this and paste this one here. Okay, so not to worry why this is showing red color. I will explain you. Let me just delete this one here. You can see this now, it's showing nice. Okay, so actually sorry, we have to write here cmd dot command text. Here we go. So now here what we are doing is select new admission. So here I'm writing new admission dot NAID. So new admission dot the ID of that student as student ID. Okay. So this is actually the different name of the student in the database. The ID of the student or registration ID is stored as NAID, but in the data grid view, I'm showing it as student ID. So actually, I'm changing the name so that user feel comfortable with this. User can't understand that and what is NAID. So student can actually understand, or the person who is working on the system can understand this is a student ID. And okay, in the same way, I have selected all the details. Okay, so you can actually pause the video, and after that you can write this. Here you can see this, what I have written. Just pause the video and you can write this. So here you can see this as student ID. After that, new admission dot f name. New admission is a table name dot f name, and f name as full name. After that, new admission dot m name as mother name. New admission dot gender as gender. In the same way I have done for the rest, new admission DOB as DOB, and new admission dot mobile as mobile, new admission dot email as email ID, new admission dot semester as semester, new admission dot program as programming language, new admission dot school. In the same way we have done for the rest, you have to just pause the video and just write this, or I'm going to provide this complete line into my description. You can just copy it from there. Okay. So not to worry about that. So I'm just moving forward with this. Here you can see this. Now let me just show you. Here we have used this inner join. Here you can see this inner join on fees, and the foreign key is n. Let me just show you. The foreign key is new admission.naid is equal to fees.naid. Here you can see this. This is actually NAID is foreign key. In the both table it is present NAID. Here you can see this. And we have used inner join so that the only matched data is going to be shown in the table. It means that the student who have submitted the fees, only those student details is going to be visible into this student details. Okay. In the table. After this, we have to actually write this SQL data adapter DA equals new SQL data adapter, and this you have to pass the cmd command. And after that, we have to actually store this data which we are getting back from the database is into the data set. So data set ds equals new data set, and we have to fill data into data set from this SQL data adapter. So yes, here we go. So now we have the data into this data set. Okay, so let me just add a breakpoint here and let me show you that we actually have the data or not. So message, let me just write int equals 5, and in this way it's valid, so I can add breakpoint here. Let me just start this, and when I click on this, now we are here. Program is stopped at this breakpoint, and now let me show you what actually this data set contains. Here you can see this. Now data set contains all the records whose fees is submitted. We have more than these 3 records into the database. Okay, so let's move further. Now we have the data. What we need to do is we need to actually show that data into the data grid view. So how to do that? For that, just let me check the name of that data grid view. This is data grid view. So the design name is data grid view 1. Just go to properties. In the properties you will find this data grid view name. Here we have to just write data grid view 1 dot data source equals from the data set dot from data set we have to just completely show the table. Okay, 0, and just save it. And when you start this, when you click on this, and now when I click on search student, here you can see this. Now the table contains the data. Here you can see this, and as I have told you that NID will be visible as student ID. Here you can see this, and full name, mother name. So now it's looking nice. So now what I need is when I enter 8 and click on this search, only this record needs to be here. So how to do that? For that you have to just move to this design, and we have to generate a click event for this button. So for that you have to just double click on this. Now the click event will be generated. Now just double click on this. Here we have the click event. So again we have to copy this code. Okay, so just copy and paste it here, and we have to remove this line as well. So let me just hit enter and just delete this. So here we have to write a simple query. What we have to write is select star from which one? New admission. New admission is the table name where the actually the new admission data is stored, and where the NAID, this NAID is written into this text box. Okay, so this text box contains the NAID. Suppose user entered 8, so we need only this. So let me just check the name of this text box. So this text box name is text box 1. So we have to concatenate it with. Okay, so you have to write this like this. So text box 1 dot text. We need text from that text box. So here we go. So now again we have the data, and in the same way we don't have to change anything else. We have to just write this. Okay. So now start this. Log in, search student, and when I enter 8 and when I search, here you can see this. Now we have only one detail. When I delete this and enter 9, here you can see this. We have the record for this, and 10 we will have 2 records. Okay, no, we actually have 1 record. Okay, here you can see this. The first record matched is now here. Okay, so I hope you liked the video and you understood. In the next video I am going to show you, let me just show, this is complete project. Okay, the next video I'm going to show you how to code for this individual data. Here you can see this. Now when I enter 10, okay, and just click on this button, all the records are here. When I click on this reset, this will delete it. Okay, so I'm going to show you this, how to design this and how to code the backend of this. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you just like this video, then hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel and just share it with your friends. And thanks for watching.